Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon by talking about something Disney related. In one way or another, I'll be talking about something in terms of Disney, I guess you're gonna say. Some sort of form or whatever, I guess. So, as you can see, obviously, it's gonna be something in relation of the princesses. Yes, I know. Again, I've been making quite a few of these videos. I mean, I've done it before, of course, but I know I've made quite a few as of late, really, and whatnot. So I just figured I'd just do it again. This is, I guess, more of a response to another article where fans would want a princess with a disability, and you're having a petition and whatnot, of course, and it's gotten some attention, I guess you can say. So I would like to throw my 2 cents in here, but I don't know. I don't know about this. But I mean, what can I say? I mean, I don't. I do believe that people should be treated equally, even if they may need some extra assistance with some things. I know, of course, it varies. Obviously, when it comes to some sort of disabilities, whether it's physical or mental. Not every disability is visible. Obviously, like I said, it varies from person to person and whatnot. And I believe that can plays an issue. We're coming to running a country because that's what princesses do, and the queens they run a country. So this kind of thing can what I just said they can actually put a problem with that. I guess maybe it depends on the severity of it. I guess so it could work maybe depending on what that is exactly really. So I don't know. Somebody who let's say can't walk, can't really move because from what maybe like the waist down really can't exactly go all around and have a grand adventure like Moana would. So that's gonna be a limitation right there. So how can you work around that? So that can actually potentially put a risk. I mean, of course, when it comes to storytelling, you do need some sort of drama, some sort of conflict, and I guess you could do like a high risk kind of a thing. I mean, I guess you still could run the country. I guess no pun intended. And I guess in some ways, because it's not like the rest of your body can't do you can't do anything with the rest of your body. Your arms still can't work, and your mouth still works. Assume there's not anything wrong with that. So this, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not quite too sure how this could work. Probably in storytelling for princess. I mean, I get the idea. You want to feel included, which in itself isn't inherently wrong, really, like at all. But just trying to, how can you make this work is what I'm getting at. So, yeah, this was actually a thing, of course, and it got quite a bit of attention. And this was, of course, a response. Okay, not a response, I should say a thing that was brought up by a Disney fan, obviously. This individual name was named Hannah, who has been diagnosed. And unfortunately, that's a thing, of course, obviously, so, yeah. The petition was created by her as an attempt as a way to make a difference, I guess you would say. But this was an effort to convince the studio, Disney, to create a princess with a disability so that fans like her can relate to the person see that they see on screen. I mean, okay, sure, it's because you got a lot of people signing your petition. And that's not really guaranteed. They're going to mean they're going to take notice. And if they did notice, that doesn't still just mean they're gonna actually do it. I mean, it's not that I'm trying to sound a downer or anything. I'm just trying to be realistic here. Is all I'm saying. And you could still relate to characters regardless of how they've been displayed, I guess. But I know Disney is often trying to have different variety of storytelling and have different style of adventures and whatnot. But I guess it kind of depends on what the character has. I'm gonna presume that she's referring to a princess character in a wheelchair. Man, how can you make that work exactly? I mean, and of course Disney wants to step forward when it comes to storytelling acceptance and have all kinds of diversity and whatnot. But just comes the question: how can I make? I'm guessing here she won't want to see a prince like that in a wheelchair, like I just said there. Of course, people are gonna want to have it like an emotional outlet, depending on how the character's written. Ultimately, folks, it's all in the writing. When you think about it, it's all in the writing, the dialogue, and how the character seems three dimensional. And again, this can be pretty tricky too because you don't want the disability to be defined by the character. Like that's it. That's all there is to the character and nothing more. Because people with various disabilities, they don't all behave the same way. Like people with Down syndrome, they don't all behave the same way. People with autism, people with that don't all behave the same way. And people who may have a disability when it comes to hearing, if that varies. Not everybody behaves the same kind of way. Some will better, some can hear better than others, but still have hearing problem. But they don't all behave the same kind of way. These individuals are still people. They're still human beings with feelings and their own self-identity. So, think about that. And maybe something like in terms of, let's say, yeah, so there's some people out there that do have a speech pattern, kind of a disability. They can still talk, but they may stutter. Oh, and it varies too. When it comes to stutterment, it's not just that too, because people gonna have some sort of slur in the words or something. I don't know. That can vary as well when you think about it. Just this thing. When it comes to sensitive hearing, yeah, hearing things way too loud than necessary. So yeah, maybe that can be a thing. Maybe she has a friend or I don't know. Let's like that. But yeah, people with disabilities don't all behave the same. Is what I'm trying to get at. So I know there's not an assumption that they would. Unfortunately, those are also blindness or maybe low vision, of course, or maybe someone that's deaf or hard of hearing. I mean, and of course there are learning disabilities that can also vary as well. Just like when it comes to visual disabilities, that can also vary as well. So yeah, the whole mental thing, like I said, it varies. Like let me see here. Oh yeah, memory impairment. Yeah, that's a thing. I mean, some is more severe than others, sure. I don't know. Maybe some people have stated that, and some studies have stated that it could be an end result of head trauma, and this could be shown in a number of different ways as well, how that had occurred or whatever. So yeah. So okay, I know I'm not exactly giving a straight answer, really, like at all. But I'm just scratching my head. How can this work exactly? I don't know. Because when you think about it, when it comes to these princess movies, you think of having this huge adventure, this grand big adventure, singing of course, and having animal sidekicks, obviously, and have this bold, grand journey and whatnot. Maybe self-discovery, maybe you do that. I don't know. Yes, no, maybe so. So yeah, now Disney wants to be accepting of others and be make sure that a lot of people would enjoy their films and be emotionally attached to these characters. Obviously, which is fine. There's nothing inherently wrong with that whatsoever. Like I said, I pretty sure this Hannah person wants a princess in a wheelchair, pretty much. That's what I'm taking from all this. But but yeah, pretty much like this kind of a thing going on and whatnot. But just how can I make this work? Is what I'm saying. Can you have this big epic adventure? I'm pretty sure no, you don't want to have the princess character just be stuck in the castle throughout the entire thing, and have something happen, have some sort of drama, conflict, or something. Something needs to occur within the context of the story. How can she run the country? Again, no pun intended, obviously. But yeah, it's just something you have to think about. It's something you have to ponder about. Maybe prosthetics, like this these leg things right here. Maybe something like that. I don't know. Maybe have a that kind of a thing with the legs in this word somehow. Maybe they have their own version of it. I don't know. Just don't get creative here, folks. But anyway, I guess I just ended here. So of course, as always, thanks for watching and take care. Until next time. See ya.